Hi, so now we're going to talk about how to make templates in Choppity. Now this is really powerful because what I've done since the last section is I've just gone through and I've customized this video to look in my style, the way that I want it to look. Then what I can do is I can take everything that I've done and I can turn it into a template. Then next time I create a new project and I'm uploading a video, I can select this template and it will automatically edit my video in this style. So just to talk you through quickly what I've done, I've added here at the intro, this object here is a slow zoom.
If you care about your customer,
you see there's a little zoom. I've also added this text here. Now this text is kind of like a summary of what this video is going to be about, and it just helps to frame it, give some context of what this clip is about. And then, I've made my captions in my style. I've also gone through and added over here, there's another zoom.
your hosts have horrible photographs.
So whenever something like particularly key or interesting is said, and then if I just jump back over here, you can see, so yeah, we've got this text at the top.
Learn what their problems are and how to solve them so much faster.
And then it swaps out and it shows my logo like this. And then near the end, I have this.
Well, photos there too.
And then it swaps out and it shows me this end card. So this is just our little Choppity animation. It's a little video, but this could be, an image with a call to action, like, subscribe, check out the, full episode of my podcast or whatever it is that you want. You can just kind of put that at the end there. And of course, I still have my background music. So now that I have this video and this style that I really like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the top and I'm going to click Create Template. Now here, as you can see, my template is empty, but this is where I can start populating it and adding objects. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to select my background music. Very simple, I just select it. So now it's added it to my template on the left, and on the right you can see there's this new section called Object Parameters. Now here I can choose what time what time should the music start and what time should it end. So I'm going to say it should always start at the 0 second mark. So as soon as the video starts, the music should be playing. If I want, I could change this. I can make it, okay, I want it to start with a 5-second delay for whatever reason, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it at 0. I can also say, right, I want it to play for 32 seconds, but let's say, how I could select, like, okay, I want my clips to be 45 seconds long on average. That would mean that this music would now stop kind of randomly in the middle. So instead what we do is we say it should end at the end of the video. So now my music will start at time 0 and it will end at the end of the video just like that. So that's now in my template. The next thing I'm going to add is I want to add my captions. So again, very similar. I can say, okay, I want it to start at 0 and the end of video. And I can also choose if I want words or keywords in the captions to be automatically highlighted in a specific color. So for example, I don't know, I can make that pink. So I'm going to do that. Next thing I'm going to add to my template is, remember there was this text at the intro that kind of had the summary? I'm just going to click on that one there. So now I've added that. And again, similarly here, I'm going to say, right, in this case, I do actually want it to last about 7 seconds every single time. Now, the text that I had written on it was this summary. But again, if you imagine, right, I've uploaded a long video, it's made clips for me. This text isn't going to make sense for the next video that I upload because the clip that it selects is going to be different. So instead, what I do is I toggle generative. So if you've ever used like LLMs, ChatGPT, that sort of thing, this will be super normal for you. But essentially, you can type an instruction in here, like summarize the content in under 5 words. Or, create a funny joke about the content. Or you can type in whatever you want here. And basically, when Choppity makes your clip, it will automatically run this prompt and populate the text content. So I can also choose whether I want it to do that based on the object. So that in this case would be the first 7 seconds of the video or the entire project. So choosing the entire project probably makes more sense here because I want to summarize the whole project. So I'm going to go with that. So next I'm going to add my logo. So again, similarly, I want this to start at time 7, but I want it to go all the way until the end of the video. Next, I'm going to add over here, this was my end screen. So this was the little Choppity chop animation. And this time I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say, right, I want it to start after the end of the video. So after the end of the video. And the end time, I just want it to play for the duration of that video there. Next, I'm going to select the intro zoom and I'm just going to keep this as is. Even though it says 0 seconds here, that's because it's like, you know, 0.7 of a second and it just gets rounded. So we can leave that as is. Or if you want to make it more explicit, we can just say 1 second here. And then the final thing I'll do is I'll add this other zoom object here. Now, this zoom object was the one where it zoomed in when the person said horrible photos. And what I can do is I can choose. I want this to appear every time a keyword is said. So anything that's, you know, specific keyword, or when a key phrase is said. So I might say a longer sentence and I want it to start then. But for this one, I'm going to say whenever a keyword is said, I want it to start there. And again, I want it to last 1 second. So I've made my template. It's really, you know, specific in the style that I want. I'm going to click over here in the top right, save as template. It's going to create my template. And at this point, that's all it does. It doesn't really do anything else. But now when I go to create a new project, and again, I select clips, I'm going to upload my video. So now you'll see that over here where it says template, I actually have that template. So this is the current time when I just made this. So that's just the default name. If I want to change that, I can just click rename and I could call it, you know, custom template like that. And then I can just click on it, select it like that, and it's selected it. So again, if I preview.
Hi, I'm Zara.
You'll see here, it only shows my caption styles. It doesn't show all of the other stuff that I added. That's just because it's a preview. But now that it's selected, I can click continue, edit my video, and it will start the analysis. So this was the special part where basically all I had to do is I had to edit essentially one video, one time, set up my template, and now every single video that I make will be edited in that style. So we're just going to wait for that to finish processing, and then I'll be back. So there you go, my video has finished processing. Now it's just the same video that I used for this demo, but you can see if I click on it, it's got all of these different clips. All of these titles have been automatically generated for me based on the prompt that I put in. My captions are there. And at this point, I would probably just click download. But for this situation, I'm going to click edit to show you how it's being edited. Okay, so here we are in the edit window. I'm just going to click play for a second.
And what was so funny.
So you can see that's exactly what I made. If I go over to the secondary media tab, you can see it starts with the text and then it transitions over to the image over here. And then over here, it goes and it shows my end card there. So yeah, that's pretty much how to use templates within Choppity. And it's just a really powerful feature for you to automate your editing and making sure that you can make consistent content in your style very quickly. So that's the end of the tutorials. Hopefully that was okay for you to follow and it wasn't too complicated. I know that Choppity works in a little bit of a different way than you might be used to, but you can always refer back to these tutorial videos. You can also always contact us, ask us any questions, and we'll be happy to help you achieve your goals and what you're trying to do. So thanks for watching. Happy chopping.